Hi guys, I thought I'd do a very quick run through my current Mulberry bag simply because I'm about to do a bit of a cull because I want to raise some money and because I have quite a few bags that I just don't use often enough and I just thought it's a bit daft. So I'll do a quick run through, no particular order, just so you can have a look. If you've never seen one of these from me, gives you an idea what kind of bags I like and what I think of certain bags and stuff. If you've seen the last one, then it gives you an idea what's new and what I got rid of in the meantime. And then I'll be sure to do another one in a few weeks or months time and it'll probably have changed again. So anyway, shall we just dive right in? On my left, I've got a bag I've just done a review a little while ago, so you'll find it on my blog. It's the small Willow, and this one is in a shrunken calf in a, I don't know what the colour is officially called, but it's navy or whether it has a different name, but it's a sort of dark blue navy kind of colour. It's a really nice bag. Whilst I'm not that keen on them in the smooth leather, I love them in the shrunken calf because they're just a bit sturdier, not so floppy, and they just look a bit more grown up. And I think if they're in a too cutesy colour, then they can look a bit kiddie-like. But that's just my personal opinion. I know the Willow has lots and lots of fans out there, so you know, by no means take that. Everybody will have their own opinion. But there we go, Mini Willow. Like it more than I expected to like it, but I don't know whether it's that usable for me just because it's very wide at the top and it's open. So in terms of commuting, taking her to work, doesn't really work on public transport, especially when it's really busy. Yeah, that's sort of the main downfall. It also doesn't really take my laptop very well. It just about fits in, but then doesn't go all the way down to here, sort of sits here, if you see what I mean, where the back goes a bit wider. Other than that, I really like that it has an outside pocket where you can put like things like train ticket and tissues or my work pass without having to rummage through everything. But yeah, the sort of open top is a bit of an issue, so she might be on the list to go. But I'm not 100% made up my mind yet. But yeah, next one is my yellow, and I think the colour is called Lemon Sherbet. Need to look it up to make sure. I think it's called Lemon Sherbet. Yellow Basewater, and this is called, I think, the Holiday Basewater, because it rains a lot in England, even during holiday season. And this is the perfect bag for summer, or I think it's more sort of spring and autumn. So you want something really zesty to cheer you up, but that is absolutely or pretty much fairly waterproof. And you don't have to worry about any water stains and stuff. I really like it because of the cheery colour, and it's also lighter than any of the other Basewaters. But I've got my oak Basewater, which we'll find somewhere in there, and I think as far as Basewaters go, that's the one that will always stay. So any other Basewaters, not sure whether I can justify keeping her, but I do rather like her. Pretty. And you know, normally I would say I can't really, yellow doesn't suit me, but I think it's one of those colours that kind of suits everybody. Anyway, lovely. Let me pop this over here. This one is my Mitzi Hobo, and it's a large one. I haven't reviewed this yet, so this is on my list to do. I wanted a weekend I can chuck everything in bag, and I've resisted the Mitzi for ages. I had a messenger for a while, and then I found that the strap was too long. Whenever I was sort of bending down, it ended up then sort of going past my bum, and I tripped myself up, and it was just a bit daft. So I thought, no, I'll go and get the Hobo, because now that Little M isn't so small anymore, I don't have to do the crossbody thing anymore, but also I'll just get a strap, a separate strap I can attach then, and use it as a Hobo or with a different strap, like a guitar strap type thing. I do find her very big though, so I really need to have another play with her. I used to at the weekend the other day, and basically all my stuff was just down here. So it probably depends. She might be great for flying, because the leather is pretty bomb proof, fits loads, really easy to just chuck things in. So yeah, not sure yet what I'm gonna do with her. Ooh. This is my lovely mini Cara in Oxblood NVT. It's such a gorgeous colour. I mean, I instantly think kind of autumn when I see this colour, but I think it's an all year round colour. I haven't had any Oxblood NVT before, and I just completely fell in love with it on this bag. So yeah, but again, not used her, so she's one of the ones I want to, can I just keep her because she's so pretty? And actually she fits more than you would think, but just not used her. So I think I'm going to have some serious words with myself and think. Right, this one is my Cabbage Green Basewater in sparkle tweed leather. So I don't know whether you can see that, but it's a little bit sparkly. And I love that colour for spring, especially for spring. But again, and it's lighter than any of the NVT Basewater. But again, I've got my go-to Basewater, so I think with this one, I'm going to have to be really serious. So far, everything I said I really have to consider getting rid of. That's quite for a bag. Let's see where we get to when we get to the end. Because if I think that about everything, then choosing the few that need to go is going to be really hard again. Anyway, yeah, kind of really like it, but I've only used it a few times and then always used my oak one. So need to see. Talking about oak, is that? Yeah, that's my oak. Oak Bayswater, and I think she's just such a classic. She needs a little bit of TLC, a bit brushing up, and I need to really use her again, but I think she's definitely a keeper just because she's such a classic. Is there anything in this one? I think I might have. What have I got in there? Oh, there we go. This down. Definitely a keeper. My Cabbage Green Mini Alexa. Had her for years. She always goes in my suitcase when I go to Germany on a holiday because she's a great size for when I nip out of the house to the shops or something like that, where I just need purse, phone, keys, that kind of stuff. A fold up shopping bag or so, crossbody, especially great if you don't wear a big coat, because the whole crossbody thing is a little bit difficult with a big chunky coat. But yeah, definitely a keeper, and I use a lot, so I can absolutely justify keeping that. What else? Right, here we've got something vintage, and this is my mini Kelly. Now I've got two Kellys. You'll see the other one in a minute. Really pretty, really rare. You don't come across these so often, especially this one's quite good condition. But geez, you know, you don't fit very much in there. I'd say at the push, well, maybe teensy bit more than a lily, but it's quite deceptive. You think, yeah, it's bigger than a lily, but actually because how it's angled, let me just show you from the side, the lily is almost the same width, but then goes up straight, and this one goes together at the top, so you've got virtually no width at the top. So really you only kind of got this space on there. So a purse, no way. Couple of credit cards, couple of tissues, phone, couple of keys maybe, but not a whole key set. So yeah, definitely kind of a going out bag, or if you're very light packer. But so rare, I don't think I can let go of her. Talking of Kelly, I know this is my other one. Now a slightly more serviceable size, and this is what I keep thinking of as my grown-up bag. If I ever grow up, then this would be the bag that I carry. How would you even carry that? I don't even know. But just feel like she's dead sophisticated, almost too sophisticated for me, or definitely too sophisticated for me. A bag that might demand heels, which I don't really wear anymore. Maybe a big skirt, and I know I wear a big skirt, but not, you know, not with heels, usually with trainers. Yeah, I don't know, really love her, and I don't think again I can let go of her because they're so rare, and she's got a long strap as well, which the little one has as well. So but I think I'm just gonna have to hide her in the back of the wardrobe. We've got a whole world of oak, like Russian dolls going on here. Oh no, this is not oak. This is one of my lilies. This is my plaster pink, I think it's a crinkle patent lily with rose gold hardware. To me, a lily is more of an evening bag rather than a daytime bag because of its size and because it looks quite sophisticated, quite glitzy, quite grown up. I actually used this one, I was going to say recently, but my birthday is 2 months ago now, when Mr. G took me out for a lovely dinner. And I think that was the first and last time so far I've used her. But yeah, and for that occasion, great. You just fit in like a purse, little lipstick, tissues, phone, you know, that kind of stuff. So she's not really a daytime bag for me, and I don't really go out much. But I just, yeah, absolutely love this colour and that finish and the rose gold. So I think she's going to have to stay. I don't know, I've got 2 lilies, so I'm really going to have to decide probably between the 2 of them. In here we have my Mulberry. She always makes me smile. Although he, why do I think of him as a he? This is the one that really sort of made me, I know I started blogging before then and doing reviews and stuff, but I got really excited when I did this because I did this whole kind of how to attach the clip thing, and it was the first blog post where I had loads of people contact me and ask me things and stuff, and I really enjoyed that. And for some reason I think of her as a little bit famous, and see, no, I do think of her as a her. It's Tasha. It's a girl, isn't it? It's a, yeah, anyway, so I don't think she will ever go. Plus, I've got Black Alexa, and it's almost the same capacity, similar size. I've got the option of the crossbody straps, so it's just, yeah, really usable. Just at the moment, I have a small laptop for work, which fits into some of the bigger bags, so I don't tend to have a laptop bag and a handbag, so they just don't get a look in. But maybe I need to leave her in the front of my wardrobe and just reach for her more often. Right, likewise, something else in oak that I really love. My small Basewater buckle. Just a shame she's not a little bit taller, because then she would take my laptop. But surprisingly small in terms of capacity, I find, because it doesn't fit much more than the Mulberry. And even though she looks similar in size to the Basewater, you see, well, a little bit smaller, the same width, yeah. Actually, yeah, so again, I can't fit my laptop in height-wise, but really like it. Really like the proportion actually with the short strap versus the wide. Just love the NVT on these, so I think I'm gonna have to stay. That was a lily, we've already done her. What's this? Oh yes. The only one that I've got left from the sort of Roxanne family, this is my Rosemarie, and I've taken the strap off, because usually when I use her, I use a long guitar strap that I just attach on here instead, and I really like using her because she's a bit battered. Already I had her fully re-inked, which was, I think, about £65 from Mulberry, and unfortunately they ended up putting a little bit of inking onto the leather that they then tried to clean off, which they mainly did. but she's quite, the leather is quite patinaed, it's uneven in places, but I absolutely don't mind, because this is a bag where I'm just, I don't have to be precious about setting her down somewhere. Obviously I don't want to get dirty, but you just, you can kind of be quite carefree with this one. And I always loved the look of the Roxanne, but it's just too heavy and too big, mainly too heavy, and this one is perfect. And the Blenheim is just that little bit too small, so definitely keep her. Oh, what have we got in here? I think there's a few in there. We've got, let's take the inside out first. I'm sure I did this the last time, didn't I? So, what's in here? I can't remember. Actually, I'm just remembering now. This is my small Roxanne in deep embossed black leather. Is there anything inside? No. Really like the shape. Talking about Roxanne, Roxanne, this is the Roxette, small Roxette. Did I say Roxanne or Roxette? Anyway, it's the Roxette. I really like that shape. I really like the sort of boxy shape. I really like when you open up, you can see it all. You can sort of stack things in, or especially if you use a liner, really organize everything. Love that. Love the handles. Love the fact that you got the option of a long strap. Only thing again is it doesn't take my laptop, so it doesn't get a look in at the moment in regards to coming to work with me. If I buy like a really lightweight laptop sleeve that has a long strap attached, I might dig all of these back out, but I think definitely keep her. And that was actually, I think I bought her in the sale directly from Mulberry, so I think she's a keeper. And here's actually one that I do use for work, because she's quite big. It's a regular maple. I know she's open, but because she's deeper and relatively more deep than wide, if you see what I mean, I can put all of the sort of more precious things or valuable things deeper down, and then obviously it would be harder for somebody to reach all the way in there to nick something, which is basically what I do. So purse and stuff tends to be all the way at the bottom. I love that you can use this for, again, your travel card, your work pass or whatever. Takes my laptop. I currently have, I think that's a Cara liner in there. It's not high enough, but it helps me with organising things at the bottom. So a keeper, because she works really well for work. Another keeper I would never get, or this would probably be the one I would get rid of last, because my first full price Mulberry that I bought directly in store from a bonus in, when was it? 2011, I want to say, something like that, I think. Anything inside there? No, it's just a liner in there, some more in there. Really love this. She ain't going anywhere. And there's the last one, and this has got to be the other Lily. I had taken pictures of this one. I had offered her to somebody who was looking for one, and then I suddenly thought, oh no, I can't. She's so pretty, because I literally put her on, not like clothes, but put her across, and I just thought she looks great. It's such a nice little, if I can only compact the stuff that I carry around into this size, brilliant little summer handbag when you're out during the day as well and stuff. So I didn't manage to list her or sell her to that person, who wasn't actually quite relieved because she saved some money. But yeah, so I've got two lilies, and at the moment my justification in my head is that one is more, I've got really itchy nose. One is more an evening finish, and this one's more daytime finish. But what did I say about the size is really more evening? Yeah, exactly. So I should probably really be strict and be listing this one as well. I don't know whether I can, so watch this space. I think this was it. I used to have more at some point, didn't I? But so a few new ones. Which ones were new? I think the Mitzi is fairly new. The Willow is new. Was there anything else that I didn't show the last time? No, I think actually not a huge amount changed. A couple of bags might have actually gone. So watch this space. I'm gonna have to make some decisions, and I will update you. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Bye.